This week I had question 11, which says the centers of two circles are 13 inches apart. The smaller circle has a radius of 2 inches, and the larger one has a radius of 3 inches. What is the length of the internal tangent? Now, if we go over here, I drew two really poorly drawn circles and the tangent line connecting the two circles. And if you go down here, I drew the line connecting the two circles to show that the center of these two circles are 13 inches apart, and that the radius of this circle is 3, and the radius of that circle is 2. So we do know what those parts of that line actually equal out to, those sections at least. Now if we go down here, what you want to do is draw a line from the radius of the smaller circle out to where it connects on the tangent, and a radius line from the larger circle out to where that connects to the tangent, and you'll have your two triangles at that point, right here and here on this side, and then you can draw the parallel lines to the tangent, which will all equal x, and then fill in the rest of the rectangle. All right, so what you got to do now is you got to realize that this is 2 because it's the radius of the line, and this is 3 because it's the radius of this circle. Now, since this is a right angle, and this triangle will be a right triangle right here, then you'll know that these sides will both equal 2. Will both equal 3, and these will both equal 2, because of how that how those radiuses determine the other side. All right, now that you have all that, you'll realize that this whole side of this triangle will equal 5, the 3 and the 2 together. This part of the triangle will equal 13, because that's the distance between the two circles. And we still don't know what this side would equal, and it's our variable x. And the x here will be the same length as the x here, which is the tangent line, which is what we're trying to find the answer for. So what we're going to use is the Pythagorean theorem right here, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We're going to fill that in. Our a is going to be our 5 from over here. Our b is going to be our variable x, and our c is going to be the line between the two center points of the circle, 13 squared, obviously. Now, what we want to do is we want to get x by itself, so we're going to subtract 5 squared from each side of the equation, and obviously it'll take it away from this side and leave x by itself, and have minus 5 squared on this side. So if we want to figure this out, we know that 13 squared equals 169, and that 5 squared equals 25. And if you do 169 minus 25, which would be the correct outcome of those two numbers, so you can go and subtract, you'll equal out to x squared being 144. Since we want x, just x, we don't want x squared, we find the square root of 144, which is 12, and that is your answer. Now you know x. So since x was our variable for the internal tangent, and the question is asking for the internal tangent, all you have to do is take the 12 and write it in inches here in the answer. So you know that the internal tangent is 12 inches.